Hello guys and welcome back. This is Mr. Siege. Now, I was hoping to do a siege watch. I was asking if any fighting was going on, and it doesn't seem to be a great deal of where they were fighting yesterday on my video siege watch yesterday. Obviously I want to check back in and it seems pretty level now. Nothing's changed, nothing's burning. And I just asked in the siege chat, is any fighting going on? And a guy called Hot Wheels actually messaged me and showed me they've actually done a fort drop. Now, up till now, they'd not really had any resistance. No one had TP'd in, but they're having something coming in now at last. Now this is MR62, so Mr. Bank there, and this is what happens when you fort drop. Slowly, people start to TP in. Now, obviously, they've covered the ground as much as possible, but when someone TP's in, you then go to attack their troops that come out, and you create more space. And obviously that gives them an opportunity to TP in there next to you. It takes a bit longer. This person here has obviously put out some low halls and stuff like that to take up some of the space too. But ultimately they gave them some room to actually get into Kingsland here. So, they're going to get into Kingsland anyway over here as well. But to actually potentially cut them off completely. So they've used all the forts over this way near the Pass 7. And obviously this is pretty much stalemate. Well, I say stalemate, it takes ages to burn forts out. And Kingsland opens in 2 days. This one probably burns out by then anyway. But then you've got to burn out a whole zone of flags, a path to Kingsland, which is longer. And obviously, it depends if you want a Kingsland or not, because you can cut them out of Kingsland and then have no Kingsland fight, or you can just prepare for a Kingsland fight and enjoy a Kingsland fight, potentially. But they've gone for some more fighting. I think the fighting has been disappointed by the sounds of what Hot Wheels said. So, yeah, they managed to find a perfect spot for a fort right near the Kingsland Pass 8. But what we do see now, and Hot Wheels pointed out, is some allies. Actually, allies of, there we go, the people that fort dropped on, the kingdom, the camp they've fort dropped on here. I do recognise this Yum. Lick my crit alliance. Yeah, I've definitely seen that before. Whether we've been in a KVK with them, I believe we have in 3069. Let's take a look at their alliance members. Tiggs is king at the moment. I don't really recognise the members though, which I thought I would have recognised some of them if they'd been in a KVK with me. Whether they were allies or enemies, I don't know. But this should start to become quite an interesting fight now. And let's see what they can do. So the allies have got to try and clear the field marches. I mean, they're at risk here of getting swarmed because these are completely out of position. I don't think you're probably going to swarm some of these cities. They're a bit high power, really. I mean, this guy's obviously TP'd in, and he must have got a lucky TP there. Or can he actually TP in there? Or is that random TP? He's gone now though. So they should be able to create some space over here. And yeah, they're sort of making a ball now. They realised that, you're best to ball up and protect this fort closer by. There's too many people coming in, so you can't just stay spread out. You've got to stick together now. So yeah, this is going to be quite interesting. It's hotting up now, and that's good. Like, I actually started looking at this fort when it was at 6%. That's probably about half an hour ago, so I've sort of sat watching it. No, not stood watching it. Sat watching it, seeing what was going to progress. I said to Hot Wheels, I'm going to have to tell the enemy that you've dropped a fort here because I need some action. And I didn't actually do that. So it wasn't me, honestly. They've actually just noticed eventually. So this should hot up in a minute and we will pop back. Let's go and check, obviously, where we were yesterday. We had Flurbo, which is obviously turbo. He was saying it's been a bit of an improvement today. But he's saying Siege don't seem to be doing as much damage. It's literally dealing no damage. Yeah, John and Stephen actually feels a bit squishy, even squishier. I mean, yeah, John and Stephen just seem to get swarmed so fast, and that's not great. They should be a bit stronger at melee range. So let's go and pop and have a look in here. Obviously, that was just in a report from yesterday, and as we can see, it's still stalemate here. Now we were on Wind Camp, which obviously is that, yeah, just complete stalemate. So I'm not going to be asking these siege players, reports and stuff like that. Although, sort of a pass fight is quite beneficial for siege. Players popping out. If they're out there that pass for like 10 or 15 seconds, fighting some of these people close by, and you can get an active skill off on your siege tower, the chances are you're going to be trading positive. So that's always a bonus. Leave it up, keep scouting a few people to obviously keep that war frenzy on, and as long as the enemy is in range and in combat with your enemies, you're going to be firing upon them. Obviously, basically like an auto fire, but they have to be in contact, they have to be in range, physically, in combat. So you can rack up some kills there, but this sort of fighting, as you know, very, very slow getting KP, and nothing's burning on either side. Nothing in TCG9 and nothing in 3379 either. Now remember, 3379 actually beat 60 GT in the Saris League last time, which was quite impressive. I was very impressed with that, and that's during KVK when we were actually against 3379. I did see a rally from 3379 come in, but it actually looked quite promising initially. I think he had Scipio Africanus. Is that the new one? Well, the new rally commander Scipio. He's not that new anymore. Or is that the old Scipio Africanus? I don't really know. Let's have a look at the commanders. I can't even look at commanders. Nope. I know it's Scipio Emilianus, isn't it? That is the new infantry rally commander, and he was paired with William Wallace, and it seems to be it seems to be doing pretty well, but they obviously didn't capture the pass, unless they did, and it was very, very short lived. So let's see how this fort drop is going on again now. Now Hot Wheels in Earth Camp, and they should be pretty much closing in now. Yeah. So Mr. Banks come a bit closer. He's obviously one of the better players in this kingdom. Oh, he's a king. Okay, he's the king. So he's not going to want them to drop a fort there, obviously. Let's check the alliance and see if I know anybody. I don't think I particularly know anybody in this alliance. I'm not sure. 1462, which is called Shark Attack. Mrs. Siege wouldn't be very happy with that name. Not a massive fan of sharks. And yeah, not a lot of resistance yet from that alliance. You've got a couple of people there. He's getting right into it. Who's this guy? Mew Bear. Farm to Die. Check that alliance. So Farm to Die, 6 build power. Nothing crazy, to be honest with you. Wait, there's saying 2 KVK wins, but they've got 4 stars. That's quite impressive. Again, says some of the alliance members. Devil Nico, Tom, Link, Mio Angle. I don't know any of these people either. But let's see if they can take this fort down. 2 hours on the fort now, so that's been increased, I believe. I'm sure there was less than 2 hours last time we looked. So does that mean they haven't got as many people in the fort? I don't know. 35 FD again. Yeah, they're in a good position now surrounding the fort. Obviously, they just need to get more people here. Hot Wheels did say it was their downtime, but obviously they've got some allies coming to assist them now. Let's see if we can just change the camp a second. No, water camp. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, water camp, their allies have come to assist MR62 here in 35. So let's see what they can do with this fort. Maybe they can take it down. Any more info from Hot Wheels? No, it just said allies are coming. So I believe they're on top down here. I did see some forts burning. Maybe not. Yeah, so they're actually pushing down here now. So they know everyone's fighting up the top. So this could be interesting. And I don't see any siege towers on this side. Yeah, no siege towers from Yum. I've also got ESG, Sturgeon Castle. Yeah, never heard of these guys. But they're still filling, but they haven't got many people there. Depends how much of a push they want to make here. I could have sworn some forts were being burnt down here, but they're clearly not. Is there a flag burning? Yeah, this flag was burning. So that's repairing now. And they're obviously just, big push. Now they're preoccupied up the top, which is a good move. So yeah, decent move by them up here, dropping the fort at L59. Starting to look slightly outnumbered though. Where have these guys come from? They've come from down here. Yeah, so Hot Wheels and his crew are down there. Decent fight. They need to get a rally off. Don't know what the Clio's doing there. Maybe just meant to fill the fortress. But yeah, this is the point where they need to be getting more players, down here, and they're just not going to be able to do it, I don't think. So this fort, I'm pretty sure now will go down. Now let's just switch to Hot Wheels camp again. There's still got quite a few people there. More enemies have TP'd in though, and as you can see, getting loads of marches. They're going to be pretty much surrounded by marches soon. And it's surprising that they haven't got more. It's like I say, there was a downtime, he did say. I'd have thought MR62 would have got more people TPing in, and they haven't got many people at all. It's a whole camp, and they've got 4 people. No, a few more now. 6 people TP'd in to help, and the rest of the people fighting against them have come up from the ally camp. But as you can see, this is the sort of fighting you get nowadays. Then as far as I'm aware, it could have been always like this, but you tend to drop forts around the passes to completely block any route through with flags, and a lot of the time you'll flag the whole zone to prevent fort dropping, and you'll then obviously put some more forts around the passes for some extra resistance. If someone tried to drop a fort round here, you can get people through faster. It's going to take longer to burn out. Forts can take days to burn out sometimes. And as you can see again, they've just all completely filled the zones with flags to prevent them forts dropping, but they've left a bit of a gap here. But I'm sure if that fort goes, they're going to be building a flag there, and then that's the fort dropping out the window. And I guess the final battle will then be Kingsland. But it's definitely worth a bit of fun, and yeah, fort dropping is great fun, to be honest. I like it. But it doesn't always go to plan at all. In fact, most times, the fort ends up burning out. And as you can see here, a lot of sad faces. A lot of sad faces going back. And the problem is now replenishing troops to protect this fort. I'm surprised they haven't even started a rally, to be honest, but I suppose with 6 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's no one else. Where are they all? There's just those 2 people up there again. But, they can keep coming out the city and keep attacking. Whereas, obviously, Hot Wheels lot have got to go all the way back. You can launch rallies. So you tend to launch rallies on, barbarian forts with your field troops, your fighting troops, and then end the rally, and then you've got more people to replenish. But obviously, you can't get more troops back until the rally reaches. You've got to start it off. 5 minutes waiting, then you've got to march over there. And as you can see, it's not looking too promising for them now. So we'll check back again in a minute. Let's go and see if anything else is happening at Flurbo's lot again. Flurbo Turbo. So back at past 7, there actually is some fighting. Okay, that's good. So a few people have come out. We might be able to get some of these reports in. Let's speak to some people. Harley Quinn, did I not message them yesterday? I did, yes. Yeah, they were on it yesterday. Let's copy. No, I'll just say the same thing again. How's the reports looking now? Obviously, we know it's a bit slow. That's the first time I've seen anyone pop out the pass. Did I message Kulak yesterday? Pretty impressive player again. Let's just paste that message from yesterday. Not exactly a Siege Watch episode today, but it's hard to know what to classify it as. I wanted to go and check out some fighting, and we're seeing a bit here and there, but nothing crazy indeed. Fort's probably the most interesting. They haven't got many players here now. Doesn't seem like they have. 33.79. So the blue team, they could push here. The blue team, Windcamp. Windcamp could push, and I think they'd do all right. See if we get some replies. Okay, Harley Quinn's replied straight away. Definitely going through the messages quite often. They are. You can see how bored they are replying that quickly. Decent reports though. I don't think it was any better than yesterday. 309 and 285. Pretty similar. But yeah, pretty slow fighting, like I say. Right, I wonder if that fort is about gone yet, and I wonder if they've actually rallied it at last. Let's head back. Right, switch over to Earth Camp, which is again Hot Wheels lot. No, there's There's not many people here. Okay, they made a little bit of a ball from those people that were down south to push back up. There's no way they should be able to defend this fort. An hour and 39 minutes to try and do this in enemy territory, far in enemy territory. It seems pretty impossible against 2 camps now. I just can't see it happening, to be honest with you. Harley Quinn's replied again. Main fighting at the other gate now. Oh, okay. I guess we can go and check that. Yeah, like I said, they did push through. So, as expected, you know, the siege tower should be doing okay, to be honest with you. Well, you can see the reports Harley sent. And this is the other pass. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of people there. A lot of people, but not a lot happening. This is CB. So they've got 2 camps up here. So a lot of the camp from below are up here as well, by the looks of it. I don't know if they've tried to push through at all. Or B, is it owners? Okay. But again, not a lot really happening at the moment. A bit of a stalemate, although there's a lot more people over this side. Look at them. That is a nice tight ball over there, though, so it's hard to say exactly how many people are there. Loads and loads of siege towers, but nothing happening, unfortunately. So the fort is unbelievably still standing. Although people have obviously left it or it's been rallied because the time remaining has increased by almost an hour now. And we checked back like 5 minutes since we last looked. But they're not allowing any reinforcements. Here we go. We got a tower put up in a pretty poor place. But let's message them actually. Again, may as well just do the same message as yesterday. Copy and paste. Let's check out some of the results. See what the gear's like. Now, quite a low KP player. But they're quite a newish account, really. I'd say 168 million in terms of the ID. That's obviously gives you an idea of when they started. I believe like 33 million is about a year worth of playing. So I've got like 86 million on my ID, and I think I started after about 2 years of the game being out. That's obviously, you know, Rise of Kingdoms starting. So hence why my ID is higher than some, obviously, that started initially, but then lower than obviously this guy here that started probably 2 years after me. So yeah, you can expect a lower KP from these players, really. You know, 30 million kills, but that's probably been filled out with T1 trades, to be honest with you. I think T1 counts in this, most units killed. Well, yeah, it should do, because you get the 30 million kill reward there. So they've actually made a slightly tiny ball behind the fort. I don't think they're going to last very long. There's probably like 6 marches there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 6th coming back now. Is it the same guy? No. They need some more players here. They're going to get absolutely wrecked there. Chion has set up again. I'd have gone a bit closer, to be honest with you. She could have come, or he could have come over here, to be honest with you, and had all these in range. But yeah, they're not going to last long there now. I've actually got a rally going as well now, and they seem to be using Scipio and William Wallace again in this rally. But we have got a few more people coming up. Yeah, maybe they can actually support this. Need to keep this fort filled. It's clearly not full. This could be it, guys. This could be the end of the fort. It's going to be a close one. And they've been told to swarm the rally, I wonder. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just keep filling the fort. Not many infantry in here, though. Maybe there is a couple. But I guess you just fill it with whatever you could at this point. Oh, someone's attacking the city as well. They're not going to trade well. Oh dear, do they know? Who's attacking the city? They're taking deads. They're taking deads. Quite a few deads at that. This is close. This is really close. They're swarming the rally now. Yeah. They managed it. But at what cost? 7 hours remaining. 8 hours remaining on the fort. It's like barely, it's barely any troops in there now. So at the end of the day, that rally's done a decent job. Just fill the fort, guys. Get it built. Throw your troops in. Still 33%. There we go. 3 hours 46. This could be... I might have to come back to this one and check it out in about half an hour. Who knows? I don't know how long it's going to last. I really thought that was gone then. And miraculously, they've managed to get some more field, and everyone's disappeared. Well, I suppose, you know, the allies that came to help them have had to all drop back here because they're all dead now. They're all killed. So they might have to reset another ball, and it's only those people that obviously this camp here, that can defend the fort at the moment. Mr. Bank's getting a bit closer. Yeah, tuck yourselves behind that fort. That's a good position. Still sending more and more troops. Does make me wonder if any of these are going to get rallied, these cities down here. I mean, they could send some rallies to sort of put them off what's going on at the fort. So as you can see here, we've got this the rally on the Bob fort, and it's coming at a perfect time. It was getting hit a little bit, so these have obviously tried to swarm it. But yeah, so what they'll do is they'll get to the fort, cancel the rally, and then they've got some more field marches. There we go, rally's cancelled. Get the marches over quickly so you don't get hit. There we go, just a little tap on there. More marches, but you need to keep rallying these forts. Get as many marches over as you can. So guys, you actually join me back about 20 minutes later, and they're building another flag right next to the one they've already got built here. I guess this one will actually cover the area the fort's in, so they couldn't drop another fort if they managed to burn this out. As you can see, they managed to get rid of most of the troops, you know, around this fort, but looking at making another ball up here, there's a few allies coming to attack in here. I probably would have stuck everyone together though. You know, you don't want to be fighting in separate packs over there. And on the fort, 1 hour 15 minutes left, 47% building progress, so almost halfway there. But this is going to be the longest, basically the longest half of a fort you can imagine now. And another rally coming in, so they need to get troops in there. We've got a rally coming in also from Earth Camp, which has been cancelled. That was going on this fort, I believe. And now they've got a decent amount of troops just in time for the rally to hit. So good work there again. This could last. It could do it, guys. Like, if they pull this off, this is a fantastic effort. Now, I know they haven't had much resistance from this camp here, which is kind of pathetic, really. But like I say, it's the downtime. It was a bit harsh there. And then they're doing the best, I guess. They're doing the best they can do. They picked a good time to drop this fort if it's right in their downtime. But they need to work on getting more people on to get rid of this fort. Otherwise, it's game over for them, to be honest with you. And they've swarmed the rally down. So, again, in a decent position. What's the fort at now? 1 hour 25. So, they haven't even lost many troops in that fort now. And they can fill it again easily. Getting a load more marches going. Now, the main focus is just keep getting them marches coming. You know, make up a fresh ball back up here. Yeah, you want to be making a ball. Make a ball around here. Bring them all together. You know, get them all going at the same time. So, I mean, they probably don't even need to, actually, because I don't think any of these are online. If anyone's online, they're going to be over at the fort. So, you probably don't even need to make a ball together. But generally, you would do. A group of people walk over to the fort, and then you can continue trying to defend it the best you can. It wouldn't do any harm to get some siege towers in, but the trouble is it's getting them over here without them getting swarmed. Maybe some more random TPs and getting lucky, landing them around here would be amazing. But you'd have to get very, very lucky indeed. But again, yeah, they're looking at a decent point right now. Now, Hot Wheels, I did ask him, I said, you know, what do you think your chances are of actually building this fort, completing the fort? And he thinks we're going to fail. I mean, I thought they were going to fail before, but I'm really rooting for them now. So, good luck, Hot Wheels, and you guys. Yeah, you're doing a great job. You're doing a grand job, guys. And, well, yeah, let's just see when it next hottens up. So, we're back again, 50 minutes or so to complete this fort. And they're looking in a fantastic position now. I actually think they're going to do it. Now, I can't stay up all night and watch this because I'd love to. I'd love to stay up for another hour. But obviously I need to release this video. It's 11 PM and I kind of need to go to sleep. But I think by the time this video is released, they may have just finished this fort. So everyone who's watching this video, go and check in and see if they've done it basically. I think they're going to do it now. Honestly, I think they've got a good chance. They keep replenishing these troops. They've got a good amount of troops here now. But yeah, so their enemies are coming in now as well, making a ball up. So this could be another last stand. Who knows? Mew Bear is getting some reinforcements because I think her city got swarmed or rallied. I think a rally might have even hit it and then cancelled to come over to the ball. So yeah, they obviously didn't trade too well with that. Oh mate, come on, you may as well just run, dude. So yeah, guys, less than 50 minutes to go. I better check out. I did speak to Mr. Bank. 4 AM, everyone's asleep, and he had 5 people online. So I mean, what sort of chance do you have with a great fort drop and quite well organised, getting people there often? It's not looking too great for them now. What's he showing over there? Nothing too important. I just looked down here though. They were fighting quite a lot, but that seems to have calmed down. So they either need to push, or I guess these allies over here are going to start pushing to help with the fort drop. And obviously, the more help they get, the better. But that's not great for Hot Wheels team, Hot Wheels camp. That is. I wouldn't have even pushed this far. I don't see the need to be, unless there's a rally coming in. You know, protecting a rally to get some more troops in. But you just want to sort of stand your ground, stay tight. Got a siege tower in there now. It's nearly dead though. So I don't know how long that's been there for. I've not even noticed it before, to be honest with you. Could have done with a few more there. But yeah, I just stood the ground, to be honest. You don't want to kill these troops off. You want to keep these troops as long as you can there to protect the fort. That's even gone up in time now. So guys, yeah, I'm going to throw this out and I'll keep you updated. You know, maybe make a new video tomorrow, show you what's happened, if they managed to do it or not, or like I say, just go and check it out yourself. It's L59. You can drop a message and I can send you the location. But yeah, good luck to them. They're doing really well. That's for me. This is Siege, and goodbye, guys.